All right, so moving on. The next song is track 4, called Dark Intent. And this was originally a song called Dark Eyes. I know, really changed the title there. You'd never figure that out. But this was a song I used to play again with my old group Avarice. But the song was really different back then. It was kind of all over the place. I really liked it. It was one of my favorite ones to play live, but whenever we recorded it, I always thought it sounded terrible. And so this version, really, it's just the main riff. That ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's really the only part that is still remains from the Dark Eyes version of it. And even that, it was played a lot lower on the A string. But when I was recording this, it wouldn't punch through at all. It just was getting swallowed up by the rhythms. So I ended up switching it to being played on a higher string, and that worked out better. So yeah, we were never happy with it, and just reworked most of it. I really love how it turned out. I like doing the leads all over it. It was a little bit Alexi Laiho inspired. So the song changes tempo a bunch of times, which was a challenge to make it flow smoothly. I found that it was definitely harder to do, and there's lots of layering, so it was a little bit difficult to mix. In terms of cool things about it, there used to be in the original Dark Eyes version, there used to be a big stretch part where it was like a 7 or 8 finger stretch. It was always one of my favorite parts to play when we would play it live, but it didn't fit with the song anymore once we changed the arrangement and added all these new parts. So I kept it out, and I think eventually I will use it in another song because it's a badass part. The other part that was missing that used to be in it was there was this cool little harmonic part where I used to do just a bunch of pinches in a row, like half pinches. And I had a friend who used to hear that version of the song, and when I showed him this version, he wasn't pleased that I took it out. It was always his favorite part. So I will use it again eventually at some point. I really like how it turned out, and I really like the wah part, because it's a little bit of string skipping tapping, which I have never done on a song. So I really like that. I think it sounds cool, and I always like to try new techniques that I've never done before. And the lyrics in general are just about, kind of abstract, but it's about general decay in society, and how if you keep crossing a line, eventually, sometimes you can end up in a place where you didn't want to be, just maybe someone that you didn't want to be. That's kind of just what it's about. A little bit more, abstract than having an actual straight line idea or anything like that. So yeah, that's Dark Eyes. Not really too many cool stories behind this. Definitely one of my favorites to play live, though. Or it will be. We haven't played it yet because of quarantine. Anyway, that's Dark Intent. And I actually know I talked more about the old version than the new one, but yeah, the new one doesn't have as many cool stories associated with it. So sorry about that. Anyway, that's Dark Intent.